Hi everyone, we are Mike and Mark, and we host a channel called Video Game Weekend on Twitch. This show is a weekly podcast where we'll revisit some of the topics that came up on the previous week's livestream. You can find livestream videos on demand on our Twitch and YouTube pages, as well as condensed audio-only versions on various podcast platforms. Just search for Video Game Weekend. And as always, we would like to cordially invite you to come hang out with us during our live streams Monday and Friday nights over at twitch.tv/videogameweekend, where we typically start around 10:30 Eastern Time.
Video Game Weekend, 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 Video Game Weekend. Podcast, 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 podcast.
That was lovely.
I got really theatrical at the end there.
Yeah, dude. I'm feeling loose, Mark. I'm feling loose.
You're loose?
I'm feeling loose
you are
tonight. Yeah.
What's up with your looseness?
The podcast entry, the podcast chant.
Oh, okay.
Got me feeling loose like a train, baby. Chugga
Like
chugga.
a train. Chugga, 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 chugga. You did a side view train. I like that. Like the wheels.
Yeah, I want to get those wheels with the arms going.
Yeah, with the arms that are.
But you're not
turning
gonna
wheels.
get it with the forward motion.
When you do it forward, I have no idea what you're doing. When you do it sideways, I see them arms
You
moving.
gotta get that side action going forwards. It just looks like you're doing a little shoulder action, which
Like you're folding clothes really fast or something.
I hate folding clothes.
You do?
Folding clothes sucks.
Oh man,
I'm just kidding. We don't have to go there.
just sucks that you have to do it all the time. Never
All the
stops.
All right, let's start this podcast.
Like immediately?
Yeah, like my name's Mike.
Oh, I'm Mark.
We are Video Game Weekend, and we are doing a podcast.
We're Video Game Weekend.
Today's date
Podcasts go.
is March 25th, 2025.
We don't say the date enough in our podcast.
No, I think we do. I think we need to, because you never know what day it is, and now you do.
Got to get that timestamp. But it doesn't really matter what day it is.
I like to know,
Yeah.
because in case something happens like tomorrow,
Yeah.
that totally annihilates whatever we just said tonight.
Yeah.
Now we got our date to back us up. Be like, whoa, take it easy.
So you don't mean like annihilating the file? You mean like our opinion?
Oh yeah.
Oh, or like maybe physics changed or something?
Physics changed, facts changed. Like one of the things I'm going to hit on tonight is the price of an item at a particular restaurant. What if that price changes overnight?
What if it changes? Then we're going to have to put freaking caveats, something like that. I don't know.
No, see, now that we said the date, we don't have to.
We don't have
The
to.
date takes care of that for us.
Kind of liking this date thing.
March 25th. We're just gonna slip that in throughout the podcast.
Yeah, we need to do it more than once. As many times as possible.
Yeah.
Just in case. Should we say the time too, just in case the time is an issue?
No. And here's why.
No. Okay.
Time can afford us a little, say we did flub tonight, like news
Ooh,
broke
yep.
earlier today.
Yep.
And, well, by us just saying the date, now we can be like, no, we recorded before that time.
We recorded before we landed on Mars.
Yeah. Actually, I think it's March 23rd, isn't it? Yeah, it's March 23rd.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was looking at that 3 backwards.
Yeah, definitely. Looks like that. The 3 looked like a 5 for a second.
Looked like
there.
a 5 there.
I've got dyslexia where the top of things turn around. Not the bottom, but just the top.
Yeah. Well, I was looking at it quick, too. It's all tiny in the corner there. You know?
Yeah.
It's pretty small.
I see it too.
Is it March 25th? Is it May 23rd? I don't know.
Is it February 35th? Who knows?
Who even knows anymore?
Could be any of those things. Is it January 91st? Who knows?
Who knows? Could be Jam 89? I don't know.
Jam 89.
I have it right here. It's actually up on the side of me. It's January day 84 of currently 92.
Man.
We just hit 92 today. 4 more to go to push it to 93.
Okay.
People, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. So I understand you got a cheese update for us.
I have a cheese update, baby.
I'm pumped for this cheese update. It sounds like you did some hard-hitting investigative journalism.
I did some investigative journalism. I reached out to my contact at my old store.
Nice.
In Denver to see what's up with that mozzarella cheese.
And we're not going to mention any names, obviously, to keep them, safe and
obviously
out of the spotlight here.
Obviously. Let's call them Dig Dug. Even before that, I checked the cheese out at the store. Doesn't have a produced by, doesn't have anything like that.
No address at all?
There is an address, but it's like the address of the headquarters, not of the
Mozzarella Cheese HQ.
Man, I wish it said Mozzarella Cheese HQ. Man, I wish I could work for Mozzarella Cheese HQ. Wonder what that building's like. Probably so good. It's probably so good. So good. You get to have mozzarella cheese sandwiches for lunch.
Think of how many cheese sticks you'd be eating. It'd probably be like you walk in at any entrance, and you know how people have like bowls of mints,
yeah,
or maybe little candies.
It's just cheese curds,
sticks. Yeah, just help yourself.
Here, would you like a cheese curd? Would you like a cheese stick?
And it's just a community bowl too.
Mm-hmm.
At least like the cheese sticks, aka string cheese, are usually individually wrapped.
They could be the individually wrapped ones. Yeah.
But I might have been eating some cheese curds tonight, right? And
yeah,
you don't individually wrap a cheese curd.
Yeah.
Now you just got a community bowl of curds. Everyone just grabbing a handful.
At Mozzarella Cheese HQ, they probably got little bags of them, like little fun sizers.
Oh, okay.
Like little dime bags of cheese curds, or it's like a single serving.
Sure. I think that'd be more for either the customers or the visitors, though. I don't think they're handing those out to the employees.
You never know.
Yeah.
Mott's Cheese headquarters is good to their employees. They fill them with cheese. So I looked on the packaging. That was not fruitful. I contacted Dig Dug in Denver, and they didn't know where the cheese came from.
Were you expecting your contact to actually know?
Maybe.
Like, I mean, were they? I picture them same rank as you.
It's kind of like, actually, they're above me.
Okay.
It's kind of like how I know where all the meat comes from in my department.
Okay.
Even though it's all labeled the same or mostly the same, it comes from different places. For cheese, I figured it would be the same thing.
Okay. So they're actually like dairy or cheese department?
Yeah.
They're in the mozzarella cheese department?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
I'm not just asking random people.
I thought you were. I thought you were just asking like a coworker / friend, like, hey, do you happen to know where this cheese? I'm glad Dig Dug knows, or
I'm a
known.
professional, and I go straight to the professionals. They thought it might have been Saputo, which is a huge Canadian cheese factory or cheese company. But I talked to the person here, the team leader of the cheese here.
Team Cheese.
And they had recently gone and gotten their certified cheese certified cheese professional, not person. They just got their certified cheese professional certificate, and they did go to the source where they make that cheese.
Wow.
Crazy how lucky I got with that.
Yeah.
So I know that the cheese is not made region to region either. It is every store in the US is the same cheese.
Getting the same cheese.
So, but Denver's was way different.
Yeah.
So what happened? Turns out they just got the contract. This new cheese company just got the contract in like November.
Oh, wow.
Either I didn't get the mozzarella after that, or they still had some of this branded mozzarella in the distribution center that they were still sending before the new stuff came.
Yeah, they probably still had it because no one was buying it. You were the only one buying it.
I wasn't buying it that often, to be honest.
Yeah, so I'm sure they still just had some extra that they had to get rid of first.
So really, it was just like perfect timing that it was different, and I happened to move at the same time.
That's wild.
That's crazy, right?
I think it's been known maybe a little bit in circles that Mark might embellish a little bit for the podcast. I'm just curious. It'd be my duty as a journalist to just ask you if there had been any embellishing to go for this story.
There was no embellishment on this story.
No embellishment whatsoever.
Those were just facts. And that's really, I just asked people and they told me. I
kind of wished it was like just a different cheese being sent to Denver.
Me too.
'Cause I think that'd be cool. But yeah, it's a cool story nonetheless. Did you get the name, and you don't have to say it, of the previous cheese supplier?
I don't know the name, but I know the state that it was produced and the state where it is now produced.
I'm just going to ask you to share that with me offline so I know to avoid it.
I mean, I could share it with you online right now. I don't.
Okay. I don't want any subpar mozzarella.
It doesn't like dox us or anything.
No, I just didn't know if we wanted to bury that company or not. That's all.
Well, I don't know the company name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know the state.
Okay, do you want to bury the state or no?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
So the state where they used to get it, the cheese that I did not like was Vermont, which Vermont is a big cheese state. And then the state where they now get it is Wisconsin.
I believe that. I think Wisconsin's known as the cheese state, if I'm not mistaken.
It's a pretty good cheese that's coming out of Wisconsin, I must say. I prefer it over Vermont.
Wait, so where does Canada come into play?
The person, Dig Dug, thought it came from
Dig Dug thought. Gotcha.
Saputo, but the other person that I talked to contradicted that.
Gotcha.
And I did a little digging online, and I'm pretty sure it's really hard to find that information online, actually, of like who makes that brand, or like a company's brand. But I'm pretty sure Saputo doesn't have any sort of contract with them.
Gotcha. Let's talk some music.
Okay. So I have grievances. I have grievances. It's definitely first world problems, but I got grievances over how musicians are releasing their music nowadays.
I'm glad you stipulated it's a first world problem, because I don't think any other topic we've ever hit on this podcast has been a first world problem.
Yeah, we've dug into some really deep issues. Taco Bell, Mario Kart.
Yep.
We're here to have fun, right?
Here's a note from last stream. Nebraska onion rings suck ass.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so musicians and artists and bands on Spotify, they have albums coming up. It kind of has like a countdown. They do like countdown clocks for new albums now. And they will, usually it was like, I feel like back in, I don't know when, 2015 and earlier, maybe even 2020 and earlier, they would release like 3 songs ahead of an album release.
Okay.
Like one right away, then one like a month later, and then one like a month before it releases. And now 2 bands that I was excited for an album to come out released 6 songs before the album came out. 6 songs each.
That's like half an album.
It's more than half an album.
More than half? Ooh, they got 10 track?
The one band was a 10 track. And I think the other one might be like 10 to 12.
At that point, dude, you already got the album and now you're just getting bonus tracks.
See, that's the thing. I like to listen to music as albums, not as like single songs.
Yeah.
But I also get really excited when a band is releasing an album and I want to listen to it.
Yeah.
So it's really hard for me to just not listen to it before it comes out. So when they release these tracks like this, the album drops and I'm like, oh, I already know all these songs. I only have 4 more songs to listen to. And the other 4 are like, eh.
Yeah.
And then I just listen to all the ones I've been listening to for the last 4 months.
Yeah, but now it's probably in a different order, which might mess with your mind, if anything.
In
No?
Spotify, they
What?
have them in order. So the songs that they release are named, and then some of them in between, and like the track list is up, but some of them in between are just named like track 4, track 5, track 7, but there's just no song there, so it just skips.
Oh, wild.
So you will have those ones in between, but you know what the order of the album is.
Dang.
Which is really shitty. Like I said, it's really hard not to listen to it because it's new music from a band that I like. I want to listen, or I want to take it in, but it also ruins that whole album listening experience of like when an artist drops an album without any releasing anything from it. Like those releases are so exciting.
So I'll just say I've been out of the music game for a while.
Yeah.
There's a time I was into the music game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm not like up to date with new stuff. I haven't witnessed this problem.
Yeah.
But I also can't think of the last like album I was like waiting for, or
yeah,
you know what I mean? So I'm just not like, I'm not with it. I'm not hip. I'm not with it.
Yeah.
But I am thinking back to a time when I was a really big fan of one band.
Yeah.
And they were releasing their follow-up album, their first like major label album, and they didn't release any songs, but I wanted to know like what's going to be on this album, what's it going to sound like, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
At that point, they did release like, it was maybe like a minute long of a little bit from each song.
Oh.
So it didn't all go together, but it was like, here's a 5 to 7 second segment of this song,
from each song.
From each song. And, me being little high school Mike just jacked for like, oh man, it was going to sound so good.
Yeah.
Which I did. I really liked it. But just taking in an album's worth like that for songs you'd never heard before.
Yeah. Was that exciting for you just to hear that tiny little bit and then wait for the album to come out?
Yeah, it was very exciting because like you, I think what you're saying is you're excited for this album and you just feed me whatever you want to feed me. I'm going to eat it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was jacked for it, just knowing the album's coming, and like, I want details. I want to know what it sounds like.
Yeah.
I think too, there were like, I would download, like really shitty video recordings of
like live
potential songs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They might say like, oh, and here's a new one from our upcoming album,
Yep.
And then I'm talking like, I don't know, 2004 maybe.
Yep.
So like, it wasn't even like cell phone quality video yet.
Yeah.
It was like,
it's like camcorder video.
yeah. Or do you remember a lot of people had digital cameras?
Yeah.
So you take like maybe a 30-second video with a digital
okay.
like,
Yeah.
so that taking in the audio too is just all muffled bass noises.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Man.
Just taking whatever because you're excited for it.
I didn't know you went that deep into it, Mike.
Yeah, back then for sure. But like I said, today I don't even know. I got a Taylor Swift album. I got maybe 2 that I still got to listen to.
Probably.
Just slacking big time.
She cranks them out.
Yeah, she does.
But that's a really cool idea. I like that idea of just getting like a little snippet of every song instead of like getting 6 whole songs on a 10-track album before it fucking comes out.
What's the time span on this? Like when you get your first song to maybe the 6th song to when the album actually comes out?
I would say the first one comes out like 6 months before.
6 months. Holy smokes.
Yeah. And so that was a band that didn't have a full album yet. Like one of these bands that I'm talking about didn't have a full album yet. So they had a bunch of singles, and then they had like 6 months, 5 months, 4 months, they released some singles, and they all had like this similar cover art and kind of a similar sound, like production quality. So you kind of think that they're making an album, and then they announce it like maybe 2 months before, and then they released like 2 more songs and then 1 more song.
Do you think they're kind of releasing them as they record them, or like once the song is like mastered, ready. Meanwhile, the rest of the album's not ready to go yet, or like maybe they're still even recording
I don't know.
it. Or do you think it's just a slow play to keep
yeah,
the hype
I think
up?
it's something to do with. I would guess it's something to do with hype more than them getting it done. It feels like a weird move to say you're going to release an album in 2 months and then not have it done. I feel like a lot of things could happen in between then that would delay that.
Sure.
But yeah, the other one was a way more established band. And I think like maybe 3 months before they even announced that they were, so like 3 months, they released the intro track and then 2 songs all at the same time. And then 2 months ahead of it, they announced that they were going to release their album and then released 2 more songs. And then I think 1 more, and then it comes out like next month.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it because I'm feeling it. 6 months. That's egregious.
That's a long time.
That's egregious.
It seems like a different plan. Like maybe they released that song and then got like signed by someone, and then they had to go through some stuff and then started releasing, and then they got an album release date.
Oh yeah. I get like a song, maybe 2, especially for like really big, where they're, like a single, like a radio single or something, like, oh, and here's the single from the upcoming album, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot, right?
That's a lot to drop.
Yeah, like more than half your album.
Mm.
Yeah, it's too much. It like I said, the first one I fell for it and listened to it so much, and then the album release, and I listened to like the new songs like twice, and then I haven't picked it up since.
Yeah.
And now this other one, I'm aware that I'm listening to it too much, so I'm like pulling back. Like I need to hold off on this until the album comes out, and then I'll listen to it all the way through.
So it is fun to like make the listening to an album an experience.
Yeah.
I do. Well, once I kind of got into vinyl records, then it kind of really became more of an experience for me. Like,
yeah.
You got to sit down. I'm not picking individual tracks. You just hit,
Just hit
play on track 1 and let the needle do the work.
Let the needle sing. Okay. And the vinyl,
let the needle do the work.
Vinyl sounds a lot better, especially you have like nice speakers, and
yeah, it's just fun.
It just sounds so much better than listening to like your AirPods or something.
Mm-hmm. And that to me has kind of become like an experience. Like, you know what? I'm going to listen to this record tonight. So yeah, I totally get that. And yeah, if you're just kind of getting songs here and there, like you said, you want to listen to them, but
yeah,
kind of does take away the, I don't know, specialness, I guess, of listening from one till it's done.
Yeah. And getting that first impression is, you'll never have that again, you know?
You're never going to have that again.
So if you have a whole album that you haven't heard anything from, and you just sit down, put on a nice pair of headphones, put on your stereo, put on your vinyl, and listen to it all the way through, it is like so much better than just listening to track, and then going back. And
so I feel like this actually works really well into where I want to go.
Yeah.
So the music topic I want to hit on is Billy Joel.
Yep.
You might be familiar. He's been around for a while.
He's been around.
Did you get a chance to listen to the song?
I did.
Okay. So let me give a little intro here.
Yeah.
I watched a McDonald's documentary on their Monopoly game. A little fraud action on the Monopoly McDonald's game.
Yeah.
This was like early 2000s.
Yep. I remember hearing about that.
And at the end of the documentary, they played a song, which is the song we're talking about here. I did not know it was Billy Joel at the time.
Yeah.
It definitely got some vibes of like, this kind of sounds like a certain artist or genre.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think it's that person I'm thinking of. So then when I did look up, but the whole time my foot was a tapping.
Yeah.
My head was bobbing. I was into it. I was into it. I'm like, this song rules.
Yeah. I got like the James Brown kind of energy, the kind of like
nailed it.
Nathaniel Rateliff does that a little bit, like the kind of like Saturday Night Live vibe, that like big band kind of thing.
I was surprised. So the song we're talking about is called Easy Money by Billy Joel, which I did come to find out was released for or made for the movie Easy Money.
Oh, okay.
Starring Rodney Dangerfield.
See, I thought you were joking on that.
No. Have you seen that movie?
I've not.
Funnily enough, dude, big movie guy that I am, I've actually seen most of that movie.
Oh, really? Is it good? Should I watch it?
I didn't really dig it. I saw it on TV on one of the off channels on like 26-5 comedy or something, one of the alternate over the air channels.
That's interesting that song is written for a movie.
Yes. Rodney Dangerfield asked.
Wow.
I learned so much, dude, in these past few days since looking up the song.
Yeah.
But I guess Rodney Dangerfield had asked Billy Joel to write a song for the movie.
Yeah.
Billy is we're on a first name basis.
Yeah, Billy.
Got the script, read the script, came up with the song.
That's wild because it's on his album too.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't think that a song written for a movie would also be on an artist's album.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the opening track.
Opening track.
Wow.
So here's where it kind of ties into with what you were saying, not in similarity, but in opposites.
Yeah.
I didn't know. So this is the same album that gave us The Longest Time.
Oh, okay.
Uptown Girl.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
Tell Her About It.
Yeah.
Tell Her About It. I think it said it spun off 7 singles, maybe 6.
Damn.
But those were the big ones for me that like I knew just by name.
Yeah, those are big songs.
This song was not a single. But so as I was looking up the song, I came across a podcast.
Okay.
Which is a Billy Joel podcast where they rank every Billy Joel song.
Wow. Okay.
So I started listening to the Easy Money.
You can really podcast about anything, huh?
You can podcast about anything.
Hell yeah.
So I learned this because I didn't know the whole album, but my brother used to have this album. Came out in 1983. We were listening to it sometime in the 90s. I didn't know until this past week that it's a concept album.
It's a concept album too?
It's a concept album. Yeah.
So the first song was written for a movie.
Yep.
Did he write that song for the movie and then make the album after that?
That I can't tell you.
Wow.
So the album now that we're talking about is called An Innocent Man.
Yep.
It's the 9th studio album by Billy Joel, released August 8th, 1983.
Man.
And it is a concept album that is a tribute to the American popular music of Billy Joel's adolescent years.
Okay.
With Joel playing homage to a number of different and popular American music styles from the late 50s and early 60s.
Okay.
Most notably doo-wop and soul music.
Okay. Man, that was his 9th album in 83?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
I didn't realize he was making music that early.
I think I read in this too that this was his first album since he was divorced and had found rock star fame.
Okay.
Which is just interesting because then it also mentioned like 2 of the supermodels he dated. And
sure.
I think might have been Christy Brinkley was in the music video for Uptown Girl.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. What a guy.
It was just a fun little tidbit there. Yeah.
Yeah. Get it, Billy.
But yeah. Okay. So on those songs, Easy Money. So I have the track list and I'm just pulling this off Wikipedia.
Okay.
I have the track list and then in parentheses what the homage is to.
Okay.
So Easy Money, James Brown, Wilson Pickett.
Nice. I nailed it.
And right. Yeah. And like, I'm just like,
he did it. It sounded like it.
Exactly. Like the high notes, I don't know, just
the energy of like
the energy.
The energy of James Brown is unmatched.
Funk, the bass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just nailed it. If like, that's what he was going for. Cause that's what I heard too. And I'm like, I hear it, but I'm like, I don't think this is James Brown, you know? So then just some of the others, An Innocent Man, Benny King and the Drifters, Longest Time, to doo-wop groups like Frankie Limon? I don't know that one.
Yeah, I don't know the name.
But then this one, I'm a big fan of Uptown Girl.
Yep.
Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons.
Okay. Yep.
I think I knew that one as a kid even. Like,
Yeah, that song was huge.
that's got a good Frankie Valli
I feel
vibe.
like anyone knows that song.
Yeah. I'm a big Frankie Valli fan to this day.
Are you?
So, oh yeah.
I don't know if I could name a Frankie Valli song.
Yeah, you could. So I think you'd know a lot of songs. You just probably don't realize it's a Frankie Valli song.
Yeah, that definitely. I'm sure.
So yeah, anyway, I just
Okay.
thought that was cool. Like,
Yeah.
Just this one song that I've found on the end of a documentary.
Yeah. A lot of history behind that song, huh? Or not
And then
history,
I found a
but
podcast, and yeah.
a lot of
Which,
information about it.
like I said, could you imagine? Now, okay, there's various types of concept albums, right? Like
Yeah.
this one is just, there's no like story between the songs other than
Yeah.
this is just, I'm thinking of this time in my life or this band in particular, and I'm
Yeah.
going to write a song in that style.
I feel like normally I think of concept albums as like one continuous story from
Yeah.
beginning to end.
But could you imagine getting some songs here and there on a concept album? It'd totally take you out of it. Like, here's track 3 of our upcoming concept album. Get pumped.
Yeah. I'm trying to usually concept album artists are, I don't want to say challenging to listen to, but they do challenge your listening a little more than pop songs and rock songs.
Here's track 12 where it's all going to come together, but you didn't hear tracks 1 through 11 yet.
Yeah. Or they just give you the track that's just like noise and like muffled talking.
Yeah. Basically like the noise between the songs.
Yeah. It's like a skit.
That'd be kind of funny.
Everybody's like, what the fuck is this?
I'm so pumped for this album.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna listen to the song or the album, I gave the album a listen today.
Yeah.
From start to finish. I really liked it.
Yeah.
Like I said, my brother had the album. I only remembered some songs off of it. I don't remember ever listening to it 1 through 10.
Okay.
But I did it today. I'm not gonna say yes or no, but I have a strong feeling that it might be good background music while you're playing Mario Kart 8.
Okay. Well, I can try that out.
I might give it a whirl if the mood should strike me.
Billy Joel is one of those people that I've known forever. His music, not him personally, but
yeah, Billy.
And I've never heard anything outside of his radio tracks. So I feel like doing a deep dive on Billy Joel, especially if 83 is his 9th album. I didn't realize he was like 70s, possibly 60s Billy Joel. So I might do a deep dive on his albums.
I had no idea this was 9 either. I do know River of Dreams. Big fan of that. I feel like maybe that's early 90s.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe late 80s.
Way late.
Yeah. But I did also hear, because he was doing, or is, maybe he's done now, I don't know, would do like, I think a monthly show at Madison Square Garden.
Okay.
Like that was just his gig for the past so many years.
Yeah.
Didn't tour or anything, but like, hey, if you want to see Billy Joel, you come to him.
One every month, huh? That's crazy.
So one of the sports shows that I listen to, Sports Baby, they were talking about him, and I want to say they said he hasn't released anything new since the 90s. No, I think they did find like one song that he maybe had a single of, but like it wasn't an album.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, that's
like
what you do, right?
Or something.
Yeah, like people don't want any new stuff at that age. They just want to hear your old stuff anyway.
Gotta hear the hits,
just
baby.
keep it going. Yeah.
Yeah, and like
got it figured out.
You already created 20 plus years of music.
Yeah.
And you have so many instantly recognizable songs. Like quit chasing that dragon, man. You caught that dragon, you tamed it, and now it's yours. Like just live with those songs and have a good life, man.
So I'll probably listen to a few more Billy Joel albums now.
Yeah.
Now that I'm just kind of curious here too.
I'm curious to listen to some more albums, but let's hear the different decades.
I'd definitely give this one too. Give this a listen because that first song's such a banger. Great opening track.
Yeah. Also different for the 80s. The 80s was like very electronic.
Mm-hmm.
And that song, at least that first one, and I believe Uptown Girl, are not very electronic. They're all band.
No.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool to see him not get influenced by that. I mean, I haven't listened to the whole album, but so many big bands that from the 70s got highly influenced by the 80s.
Yep. I would say like, man, the only one that I picture as like an 80s song is Tell Her About It. Yeah. All the others, I don't know if I feel like they don't fit that 80s.
Yeah.
I don't know, pop genre, I guess.
Yeah. That like high synth and keyboard.
Yeah.
Fake triggered electronic drums and yeah.
We need more synth.
Yeah. Take the bass out and swap it with a keyboard or a Moog or something. Give me a cogs and Moogs.
All right, so I'm good on the Billy Joel, but I did play a little Mario Kart today,
Oh, you did?
and yeah, I did.
How'd it go?
Great. It was nothing but
Tell me about it.
pure joy and fun.
Pure joy and fun, no stress?
Yeah,
Wow.
no stress, stress free.
Sweet.
Yeah,
What were you playing?
200cc going.
Stress free on 200cc, huh? Wow.
I mean, it's intense, but it's fun. Now, you still get annoyed when you get like boned over kind of last minute or last second, but
Yeah.
it's still fun. So now you got me kind of going for those trophies and the 3 stars.
And now you got the 3 stars going?
Yeah. Now that I'm trying to like get first place, because I'm trying to like, hey, if I could knock out the 3 stars in one playthrough,
Yep.
which I did come to find, I don't know these tracks, right? So the first time I play it, I'm not expecting to do much.
Yeah.
But I am trying to pay more attention to the track on the first lap and second lap. So
Yep.
by the time that third lap comes around,
Yeah.
I can finish strong.
You find those shortcuts or those boosts or those ramps?
Yeah, just knowing like, hey, it's going to turn left
Yeah.
or it's going to turn right.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's a lot of times when you can't really tell what way the track's going to turn.
Yeah. You don't
And
have
when I'm trying
time
to
to look
slide
at the
into it,
map.
yeah.
You don't have...
Yeah.
Yeah, there's too much going on. And I don't even know. I've never even played 200cc, but the jump between 100cc and 150cc is pretty big. So I imagine the jump from 150 to 200 is also pretty big.
Here's where I'm getting salt at the game.
Oh, God.
There's so many tracks that change, like the first lap is different from the second lap.
Yeah.
And then something changes and the third lap's different from the second lap.
Yep.
So as I'm trying to like learn the track,
Yep.
now the track's a little bit different. It makes it tough.
You know what works, Mike? You play
do.
You play those 50cc's so you can just take it nice and easy all the way through.
So here's what I was gonna say. What works for me is I play it from start to finish, like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
And then if I just go back and do it again right away,
Yeah.
it's usually pretty fresh enough where I can then get the all first, get the 3 stars, whatever.
Nice.
While I don't like doing that because I was just setting out, I just want to get the trophy on each one.
Yeah.
On each cup.
Yeah.
Like, well, if I just play it again now, otherwise, if I want to go for the 3 stars later, it's probably I'm going to need more time just to, become acquainted with the track again.
Then you got to come back to it, play it, and then play it again.
Mm-hmm.
I like it, Mike. I like it. Have you played the special cup on 200cc yet?
Probably.
It's Bone Dry. It's the Cloud one. Bone Dry Dunes. One of the Bowser castles, and then Rainbow Road. I think it's I don't know if it's a DS one or not. It's not SNES or 64.
This is not like the DLC, right?
No, this is the regular.
Okay, so I have all those done.
Oh, okay.
Now I have been playing this game like months/years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So the ones where I already had a trophy, I've not gone back and played.
Makes sense.
So I don't know if I did it recently or a while ago. I don't know names.
The Rainbow Road track on the Special Cup, the first turn, I literally can't even do on 150cc because it's too fast. And then I start e-sliding super early, or power sliding, or whatever it's called.
Uh-huh.
And I don't move at all. I'm just hard sliding.
You're like,
And I literally like can't turn tight enough to get around the track. I literally fly off the track unless I let off the gas.
Is this the like planet one?
No.
There's several rainbow roads in this game, which is cool.
Yeah.
But I really like that planet one.
This is not the planet one. It's pretty small. It like, you go up, you turn around, you go over a jump, and then there's 2 conveyor belts going opposite ways. And then you move up.
I know the conveyor belt, yeah.
And then
the red and green.
And then you hit a jump, and it's split into 2, like a high road and a low road.
Mm-hmm.
And if
you take the high, I'll take the low.
I hit whatever one's boosting. But you go to the whichever side you go to, you have to go on that track. And then you curve around, and they're like weaving in and out of each other, and you can jump from track to track. And usually in this game, I found if you leave the track at all, you're like, it immediately brings you back on. But this one, you can like jump from track to track, sort of. But it's just like that. You like take this jump, and then you go pretty much a straight line between tracks, and then a big curve, and then it's the next lap.
And I just want to say for our audio only listeners, Mark's hands were twisting and turning and getting in all sorts of
oh my god,
crazy positions.
I think that track is the track I've played the most and thought about the most. It's my fucking crux, dude.
I also want to just say for our audio only listeners, we are an audio only podcast, so there's no video to watch.
There's no video to watch. Maybe an ad. Maybe an ad, but no video. Might be a good ad spot, actually.
That might be a video right there. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't remember where we were.
Sorry. So I was going to say, we're going to take that as a moment to plug. We're going to play Mario Kart again Saturday night. You're invited. We're going to play it on Twitch, twitch.tv/Video Game Weekend.
Yeah.
Saturday night, 9:30 Central. March 29th, 2025.
So this releases on a Friday. So quick listen to this, then join us on Saturday on Twitch.
Here's your official notice to listen to this podcast stat.
Yeah. You have exactly 1 day.
You have 1 day.
To cancel your plans and come play Mario Kart with us.
You have 1 day.
You have 1 day. You will get who we give you.
I'll say another game I actually started this week too. What day was it? Sunday. I finally started the Metroid Prime remaster on the Switch.
Ooh, yeah.
I never finished it on the GameCube. Yeah, I know you're a big fan. That's why I wanted to bring it up to you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very early on, maybe an hour to 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really liking it.
Yeah?
There's parts I don't even remember from the first go, but that was like 20 years ago. So
honestly, if I played it right now, it'd probably be brand new because, like you said, it was like 20 years ago. And I remember playing all of them and loving them all. But yeah, it's been so long.
And the first Prime was the only one I played. I didn't play 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there were more after that.
It's just 2 and 3.
2 and 3. Yeah, because 4 is has been in the works for years.
Yeah. Can't believe they haven't come out with one.
Hey, we might get some news next week when we get some Switch 2 news.
Maybe.
It could be.
Man, that would be awesome. That would be enough for me to buy Switch 2.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm early. I think like I got kind of confused in my first time around. I thought like the 3D map was kind of confusing for me. Mm-hmm. And I think that maybe turned me off of it. I did put a lot of time into it, I thought.
The first one?
Yeah. And then I just stopped. Then there came a day where I just stopped playing it.
Yeah,
but
that happens.
I said I don't really even remember doing any of this, so the game feels totally new to me.
Yeah. I really
looks great, feels great,
yeah.
and right now I'm just like, I'm totally into it. I can't wait to play more.
That's
If Mario
awesome.
Kart wasn't taking over my life, I'd be jamming some Metroid Prime to Billy Joel.
Jamming it right now. Ooh, I bet Billy Joel would go good with Metroid Prime.
You think Metroid Prime has some good music to get you into the game? Little eerie.
It's eerie, yeah.
You pop some Billy Joel in the background, like it's gonna be a whole new world.
I want to get
whole new game.
Get like a tunnel filter so it sounds like it's in your helmet. That's awesome. I don't know if you've ever played a first-person shooter like that, besides the first time you played it. But it is just like Metroid where you have to like backtrack. But it's first person.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't think I've ever played a game like that.
I've already done some backtracking. I did get the morph ball already, which obviously, spoiler alert.
Weird.
You learn that ability pretty early.
Yeah.
I'm like, so now I'm going back to the parts I remembered seeing parts I needed to be in ball form to get to.
Yep. It's freaking awesome. I love it.
Yeah. I do like Metroid, though I've only done it, I think, once on the Super Nintendo. Super Metroid.
Super Metroid?
Maybe two times.
It's a great game.
You're a big fan of that one.
Love that game.
But it is cool to think of how they basically took that game and made it into a 3D world.
Yeah. Even from the original Metroid, it's fucking... That game is crunchy as hell.
Did you ever beat the original Metroid or play much of it?
Yeah, I think Super Metroid was the first one that I really played.
All right, impromptu video game memory. We got that game from my sister's boyfriend at the time. We didn't have a Super Nintendo, so this was sometime in the 90s after the Super Nintendo was already out, maybe even the 64.
Yeah.
But he was like, oh man, I love Nintendo, and he brought like all his games over, and he had Metroid.
Ooh.
And so I did play a lot of Metroid, but it was super confusing.
It's very
Everything
confusing.
seemed the same.
Yeah.
But yet somehow you were making progress. Like everything looked the exact same, but then all of a sudden, I'm in a new area.
It's very difficult. Even when you're in one of those really where you have to go up really far. You're just jumping up these platforms, and it's just the same sequence of platforms the entire way. And like
there's one guy or two guys here and there.
Yeah. It's very very crunchy.
Which I did see those guys. Just I don't know what, almost like an armadillo.
Yeah. A little
saw those
spiky
guys
guy.
already in Metroid Prime. Yep.
Yeah, they're in
like,
all
hey,
of
it's
them,
those
man.
guys. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, I played a fair amount of that game too. Not nearly
Cool.
as good as Super Metroid, obviously. But I never beat that one either. The one for NES. Sorry. Never beat the one for NES. Beat Super Metroid. Have not beaten Prime.
Yeah, Super Metroid is quite a bit easier than the NES one. You really need to like draw a map or something, or have a map to get through that game. But yeah, as far as me, I've been playing Mario Kart still. I played a little bit of Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker. I've been going through that. I beat the first episode. That was fun. I'm on the second episode, and I've slowed down a little bit, but it's still fun. It's really a really easygoing, cozy game. If I just want to relax or take a break from Mario Kart, I can play that one, and it's really good.
Like if you want to relax and you're gonna go to the bathhouse, but then you're too tired to go to the bathhouse, so you just play Captain Toad.
Exactly, dude. I just got myself a little foot bath too, so pop on the foot bath, pop on the Captain Toad.
Are we retiring the pot?
The pot's getting retired.
Oh man.
Yeah. I'm gonna clean it thoroughly, and put it back in the cupboard for soups.
Soup's on.
For when I need to cook a soup for 40 people. It's like a 5-gallon pot.
Have you tried this foot bath out already?
Yeah, a couple times.
Nice.
I just had it beforehand. I got a whole foot regimen now.
Are you foot bathing right now? Put your feet up. Let me see your feet. Looks like they could be foot bathing.
It looked wet.
It looked a little wet. If it's not a foot bath, you might want to get that checked out.
No, I got the little foot bath. It's like a foot. It's got bubbles in it. They're like bubbles. And then it has like the nubbies on the bottom that you can kind of press your feet into. That feels good.
So you have a foot bath and a foot massager, right?
Yep. Tonight,
Okay.
I did the foot bath first for 15 minutes, and then I did a 15-minute foot massage as well.
I was gonna ask which one do you prefer? Which one feels better? Are they both good in their own way?
They're both good in their own way, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna try it the other way the next night,
Okay.
where I do the massager first and then soak my dogs afterwards.
You mean massager?
Massager and then soak my dogs.
Massager. Soak them dogs, dude.
Yeah, I don't know what's better if you want to soak them first or soak them after.
You gotta let them dogs bark, you know?
Dude, my dogs are sleeping right now. They feel great.
Yeah. Maybe they were barking and that's why you got a massage.
Yeah, they were barking, but then I calmed them down.
Yeah, my thought too would have been foot bath to massager, but yeah, report back next week.
I'll let you know.
Let us know.
This was
Lot
the
of
most important
follow-ups.
part of the stream or of the podcast.
Lots of follow up on. Okay, I got more hard hitting news from my area. You ready?
Ready, baby.
I got some Taco Bell updates here.
Ooh.
Big surprise.
Updates?
Updates/reviews.
Okay.
So I did mention about the chili cheese burrito,
Ooh.
aka the Chilito,
Chilito.
right? That's what it was. You were a big fan of the name.
Hey,
I think
Mike,
we
you want to
we
hear the
both were.
history of the Chilito?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
No.
Listen to the other podcast,
So I did get a chili cheese burrito,
a CCB.
a CCB, sometime last week.
Nice. How was it?
It was good, but it was small.
Oh,
I
okay.
think it was like $2.69. Should have wrote
Hmm.
this down.
Yeah.
For the price, I thought it was a lot for what I got. If I really, really, really wanted to, I think I could take it down in 2 bites.
Really?
I could for sure take it down in 3.
It's a burrito dipper situation, huh?
It was small. I was surprised how small. It was
Or
still
crunch-
good.
Crunchwrap slider situation.
I think it was still a bit filling, but I think because you get excess tortilla.
Tortilla. A lot of tortilla.
Yeah.
Man, why do they make it so small?
You know, if we could get that price to hit maybe $2, I'd probably be a regular.
$2 would be your point?
If we go sub 2, yeah, I'd be
Sub
it.
2. Sub 2 would be
Well,
great.
I mean, yeah, if we get like
$1.79, $1.69.
$1.79 would be top.
I would
it'd be the top.
hit that. I would hit that, baby.
Yeah.
I'd hit that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What?
You got to go sub 2 so then you can just be like, yeah, and why not throw on a CCB? Yeah.
The extra.
It's like, I'll take a CGC, whatever, drink, Mountain Dew. You know what? Hit me with the CCB too. Why not?
Hit me with the CCB. I wonder if you can swap it out for the taco in a Lux box.
You cannot, at least not via the app.
Okay. The app knows. The app knows all.
So it was good. It just, price to food, not there.
Wasn't worth it.
Not there.
Hmm.
Let me bring the good news.
Okay.
Here's something that I found is there.
Ooh.
I didn't know this item existed. I found it under the value item or the value
Okay.
menu.
Sure.
Have you ever had a double stacked taco?
I think I have tried it.
I never had it. My first thought was, oh, it's a double decker.
Yeah.
But it's not. Double stack.
So double decker is crunchy taco enrobed in beans and soft tortilla.
Yep.
Soft taco tortilla. Okay.
That's correct. Yep.
Okay. Tell me what that double stacked taco is.
So the double stacked, similar to a double decker, but I'm going to say it's better because
Oh, tell me why.
where you would have the beans
Mhm.
between that tortilla and the crunchy taco, instead
Yeah.
of a layer of beans, it's
Yeah.
cheese. It's
Ooh.
their nacho cheese. I'm
Okay.
a big fan of that cheese.
I like that cheese.
And on top of that, you also get the Fiesta strips. There's Fiesta strips. So it's a taco. It's still a
yeah,
taco.
the little like multicolored tortilla strips.
Yeah. Plus
Okay.
Fiesta strips. So now
Okay.
you're getting more than just a taco.
Double crunch.
Now, difference in price, at least for me, between a taco and this double stack taco.
Yeah.
10 cents.
10 cents?
For 10 more cents, I'm getting tortilla, a cheese filling, and Fiesta strips.
You know what you're getting?
Satisfaction.
A textural experience. Soft taco,
100%.
regular taco.
100%.
Oh, you got crunch. Cool. Oh, you got soft. Oh, cool. Where's the crunch?
Where's the
This-
crunch?
Double stack taco, you got soft. You got cheese. You got crunch. You got also little crunchy bits of tortilla in it. Wow.
You got a flavor explosion.
Flav explosion, baby.
So regular taco for me costs $1.89.
Yeah.
This was $1.99.
Is the double decker taco $2?
I think the double decker is more.
Wow. Are those beans really that expensive?
No, I think they're just trying to get you on nostalgia, maybe. I don't know.
They're trying to hook you.
It's like, of all the items on the value menu, this is like, in my mind, the only item that seems like value.
Oh, you are you telling me you didn't want to get a cheese roll up? God. Who the
I've had a cheese roll up. They're good.
They're not.
Have you had one?
All it is you take a tortilla, you slather nacho cheese on it, and you roll it up. That's it.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
I know what it is.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's good.
Fuck that cheese roll up.
There's
Fuck
more
that
than
thing.
just nacho cheese. There's regular cheese too. Because
I
you
don't know if
you get a
that's true.
cheesy pull.
I don't know if that's true, Mike.
You get the goopy cheese with that.
You're a goopy cheese.
But again, I mean, it's $1.
Honestly, Mike, if it's only $1, I'd probably get it.
Yeah, I was just kind of thinking that $1 today is not getting you much.
Just add it on.
But here's what $1 can get you, which I actually haven't tried yet. I got to do it because this might be the value item to get.
Mm-hmm.
Spicy potato soft taco, $1 for me.
I do like a spicy potato soft taco. And for $1,
$1. Compare that to a cheese roll up. Oh, that's way more bang for your buck.
all day getting that spicy. There's like
way more bang.
I think there's like the chipotle sauce is on there.
Okay.
It's so good. I would take a cheese roll up if it had chipotle sauce on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You just said you'd take a cheese roll up anyway.
Yeah, but I definitely take it if it had
Definitely.
cheese roll. I wouldn't just take it. I'd be excited for it.
I'd go up to $1.25 for that chipotle
Don't
sauce.
say that. Don't even put that in Taco Bell's head.
So for next week, I'm getting the spicy potato soft taco just to confirm.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that's already a winner for $1.
One thing that I do like doing sometimes in my Lux box, you know how I always get the Lux boxes. I'm always talking about Lux boxes.
You have to.
It's the way to go.
If you're trying to eat without breaking the bank, you got to get the Lux box.
This $5.99 custom box or the $7 Supreme or the $9 Discovery. So good.
You're going $9?
I would do $9. I would fuck with $9 for sure.
Man, big spender over here.
Dude.
I'm sticking with that $6 box.
Isn't a cheesy gordita crunch on its own like $7?
Yeah, that's why I'm sticking with my
that.
$6 box where I get the cheesy gordita crunch.
CGC is good. That's a solid box. But you can swap out the chips and cheese for some cheesy Fiesta potatoes.
Yep,
And that's a good move.
it is good. But man, dude, that chips and cheese has
It's a tough swap
it's a tough swap.
because the chips and cheese it's good. But if you're feeling it, it's also a good swap.
It's a good swap.
It's a good swap.
But it's a tough swap.
Chips and cheese might be $1. Are they $1?
Taco Bell and their prices, dude, I feel like it's probably more.
You telling me you get a tortilla with cheese and shredded cheese on it and it costs $1, but if you fry those,
Yeah.
if you cut those tortillas up and fry them and put them in a bag with cheese sauce that you have to dip on your own, it's going to cost more?
I am telling you that because I think Taco Bell sets their prices based on the popularity of their items. They know when they have a hot item and then they jack the price up.
I would agree.
I got the price right here, dude. I don't think you're going to believe it.
Don't say it's $3.
I'll tell you, first off, the cheesy Fiesta potatoes, 10 cents cheaper.
Then chips and cheese?
Yep, 10 cents cheaper than the chips and cheese. So if you want bang for buck, stick with the chips and cheese.
On the box.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right, the price of the chips and cheese, $2.49.
Absolutely not.
That's pretty ridiculous for a tiny bag of chips and usually a half cup of cheese.
$2.50. Yeah.
$2.50.
It's way too much. I feel like you're getting a really good deal on those boxes though.
For sure.
Like the $6-7 box?
Yeah, I do the $6 box.
That's a cheesy gordita crunch,
Yep.
which normally costs $7 at least.
It's not that much, but
Isn't it?
it's pricey. It's like 4 something.
Oh man, I thought it was more than that.
$4.79 cheesy gordita crunch.
$4.79. Okay, $4.79 plus $2.50. Let's say $4.75 plus $2.50. That's $7.20.
Keep those numbers round.
$7.25. Right there, just for the cheesy gordita crunch and the chips. But you also get a beefy 5-layer and a crunchy taco and a drink.
You get a medium drink.
Mm-hmm.
You can upcharge for 20 cents. Get a large.
Eye roll.
And a crunchy taco, which I had said is $1.89.
Oh, okay. The beefy 5-layer isn't in there.
Yeah, that's the $6 box. Then I stick to the $6. That's my home base.
It's my home base, baby. Comfortable there.
Yep. Like you said, you just listed those prices out, dude. Getting
Yeah.
those items individually, every single one of those is a ripoff.
$7.25 for cheesy gordita crunch and chips and cheese. Then you get a soft taco. That's another $2. Let's say it's $9.25 plus a drink, at least $1.
If they take this deluxe box deal away, or Lux box, or whatever the heck it's called now,
Yeah.
if they ever take this deal away, Taco Bell will hardly ever be mentioned on our channel.
I agree. It's you've priced me out, dude.
Like that's why I get it as much as I do. Now, who knows? Maybe the spicy potato taco for $1 will get me.
It's not going to.
But if they're getting rid of the box, I bet that price is getting jacked up too.
You getting a double stack and a spicy potato?
I might. Yeah, try it.
Dude, two double stacks and a spicy potato is not a bad meal for $5.
No, I think two double stacks could fill me up if I needed to. Something about the tortilla.
But between those 3 items, you have at least 5 tortillas. Probably like 5.5.
Yeah.
5.5, 6 with those little strips.
So when I was eating that double stack too, here I am thinking like, dude, I can crush the crunchy tacos. I know I can. But I can't crush these because it's just so much tortilla.
Yeah. It's flour tortilla too. Like the outside is flour. Like the corn ones go down easy.
Mm-hmm.
Those flour ones are just sit like a rock in your stomach.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'll be sure to report back after I have the spicy potato soft taco.
Please do.
And I will report back again once those Dorito tacos hit.
Oh, the Cool Ranch?
Dude, it's like they're releasing an album here.
Yep.
And they're just slowly feeding it to you. Like, hey, Cool Ranch tacos, they're coming back, but I don't know when.
I don't know.
Get that hype level going.
At least they're not releasing like Dorito taco chips or like Dorito Fiesta strips. Shit like that.
Dorito Fiesta strips.
Yeah, they just slowly bring it out in different forms and then it finally drops and you've already gotten your fill of it.
I mean, I'd be into it, but yeah, just give me the taco. I just want the taco.
Mike, how do you feel about the thickness of tomatoes on burgers? You like a thickie? You like a thinny? What's going on?
This is a tough call because on a sandwich,
Sandwich.
I prefer a thin.
I agree. It has to like bend more around the sandwich, you know?
On a burger, I'm going to allow for a thicker, but knowing what I know about sandwiches.
What do you know about sandwiches?
I know a lot about sandwiches, dude. I've been eating a lot of sandwiches.
What kind of secrets you know about sandwiches, dude? Knowing what I know about sandwiches?
I think I told you recently, you air fry that sub bun for a little bit.
You did tell me that.
That's key, dude.
I've been doing that. I haven't dialed it in yet. I usually overdo it.
That's okay, though.
It cuts up the roof of my mouth.
Oh, I like it nice and crunchy, nice and
Oh
crispy.
man, I can. And the top of my mouth is very sensitive.
You got that weak mouth.
It gets cut up so quickly.
Let's start wrapping this up so I can play some more Mario Kart.
I agree. 1-star review.
1-star review.
All right, this is the part of the show where we're closing things out and we're going to leave you with a 1-star review. This one is for McDonald's. The employees are very rude and spiteful, especially the bald one. They're always cheating on the food. They always give you a meaningful look when you ask for it. They always find an excuse and close the toilet. Cleanliness is really bad. All right, my name's Mark.
My name's Mike.
And we're Video Game Weekend.
Bye-bye.
Good night, sweet prince.
If you made it this far, we wanted to say thank you for tuning in and appreciate any follow or subscribe clicks you're able to offer. Reminder that you can find us live Monday and Friday nights at twitch.tv/videogameweekend, where you can also find links to our Discord and YouTube channels. Take care, everyone.
It must have been love, right?
It must have been love,
Been love.
but it's over now.
Yeah.
It must have been something.
Something.
Something. It must have been love. It's over now. Does that go through to you?